The man you see on your left is John Shallerton, 35-year-old man from New Orleans, where this situation occurred. And who you see on the right is Martinus Mitchum, a 38-year-old police officer who was killed by John Shallerton at a high school basketball game after a dispute at the door for not wearing the mask occurred. Mitchum came over to help after John Shallerton struck the person at the door who stopped John from coming in without a mask on. So when Officer Mitchum came over to help out, he was shot in his chest immediately, killing. Man, see, this is my problem I have right now. You know, all that crap that the BLM movement pushed about our lives mattering. Of course, they do. Any human life matters at that. You need to teach it to the people that should understand it the most. Other black people. Okay? Who fear the ramifications of killing a white person over killing their own. That's just how they have a lot of these people brainwashed and trained this day and age. And you can call it whatever you want. But that's how I see it. If every life mattered. See, now this is the whole gist of the situation. This is what BLM should be should be fighting for. Instead of fighting to try to take the black man out of the homes of Black America. But when you ran by 3 lesbians, this is what happens. 3 black man-hating women. You had to hear the stories of one of them who had this whole, how can we say, this whole outlook, whereas she had resentment towards her father for years because her father ran a business. Yes, he ran a business, and before he got up every day in the morning, he would have her fix him a cup of coffee or something. And she felt resented over that. Like, something as trivial as that. But no, you only care about black men dying when it's at the hands of a police officer who happens to be non-black. But what can you say about a black man killing a black police officer? Nothing. I don't expect to hear anything. They're going to be silent as a church mouse on this whole situation. That's just what's going to happen. As usual, they only dance over our graves when it's time to make us into some sort of martyr to push their agenda, which ultimately doesn't involve us. Like, it don't involve us ultimately. But as you can see, it's right there in front of you. Just the troubles we have, how easy it is. And I'm going to go on a limb and say it, that he would have thought twice about shooting any other officer except Mitchum. He would have thought twice about it. And it's over a mask. And a related situation in Pennsylvania, a man opened fire on a store with an AK-47 because of a dispute over a mask. But yet nobody wants to get the injection. I tell you, man, it's ridiculous. What can you say? What more can I say about the situation? It's tragic. It's senseless. It's bullshit. I'm over this nonsense, man, with a lot of people. And I'm tired of the silence when it comes to this. A lot of you are so thirsty for white validation so much that Black Lives Matter only matters when they harm us rather than embrace us. No, there's such a thing as tribalism. It is what it is. You can't really get around that. Some people, not everybody hates your guts. They just rather be with their own. And those who do hate your guts, what you gonna do about it? Pick up yourself by the bootstraps and just be like, yo, I gotta live my life. Make sure my kids are safe. Make sure I'm protected. Because stuff like this can happen at any time. Nobody comes into work, even police officers saying, this might be my last day. Some of them need to have their head on that swivel. Martinus Mitchum even contemplated becoming a preacher before becoming a police officer. So he already had that charm. So his death is going to be, going to be something that a lot of people are going to be affected by. Because he wasn't one of those a-hole officers out there that make the majority of police officers look bad. But like I said, it's just the same thing over and over again. It's like, okay, what can we do to make ourselves look even worse? What can we do today? What can someone do today that actually puts a black eye on Black America? This guy found it, and it was all over a fucking mask. Over a mask, being asked to wear a mask. Nobody wants to protect themselves against the virus, but people don't want to, they don't want this slow the spread, I guess. They don't want to slow the spread. I don't know what's going on with people today, man. But this ain't the first time. But this one hits me harder because, first off, why are you carrying a gun at a high school basketball game? Second of all, get a mask. Somebody could have just handed you one. It's that simple. Man, you know how many people I've given masks to? Like, I actually passed out a mask. I actually have a detail as a first responder when I'm not on the ambulance, that when I'm in certain places, I give people masks, got sanitizer, stuff of that nature. It's not that hard. But a nigga gotta be a nigga, I guess. Anyway, y'all, because I'm a fury, I'm out. Peace.